Tell me what's going on with the board that you're on.
Well, I I can just speak for myself. We went through a process of hiring um, Mrs. Ridley, and she was most qualified, the most, she was qualified, and to me, she's been doing an excellent job. So I have no complaints if that's what you mean.
What has caused all this ruckus that's going on?
I think of lack of communication um, because we need to, as a board, talk to each other before we run off and, like I say, talk to the media or whatever on your own, like I'm doing now.
Hmm.
It is disheartening to me, you
Hmm.
know, um, and I think that going forward, since Mrs. Grayson has decided to resign, that and that was part of the thing yesterday. That when we get another selection from the Republican Party, then we'll start fresh, and then we'll try to get um, some guidelines, and we have bylaws, but they were established a while back. So we're thinking of a lot of things to to structure the board, and so we can get more knowledgeable about what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to do it.
So, how long have you been on the board?
Well, as you know, with the different parties, um, depends on who is the chairman of the Republican Party, whether or not who they select, and they can decide to stay on the board if they so choose, and if they're reelected. And the same thing for the Democratic Party, they choose a couple of people, and we've had some board members in the past that have passed away. So the Democratic Party would fill those vacancies.
How long have you been on the board?
That's what I'm getting to.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Before, I can't really give you an exact date. This last time, it's been it's over a year, so I would say about 14, 15 months this last time, because I replaced a board member that decided to run for uh, 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 political office.
Hmm.
So you can't hold a political office and be on the board. It's a conflict of interest.
Hmm.
And so I replaced her, and so I've been about 14, 15 months.
Hmm.
And prior to that, I don't know how long you've been in Griffin, if you're but I don't know if you remember Artemis Hood. He was on the board, and
Yes, I do. Artemis was a very close friend of mine.
okay, and he had a heart
Hmm.
transplant. And during that time, I sat in as because he didn't know what the outcome would be. So I was on the board at that time. And when he got well and got his strength back, uh, 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 the Democratic Party had a dilemma, or me. And of course, we settled it among ourselves because it was his original seat, and I was just being a servant of the party and of Spalding County, and so I stepped back. So I can't rightly tell you exactly during that time. So I've had two stints, I guess, but not a full term yet.
Well,
And
what
a full
what
term is
uh,
3
what
years.
determines? Let me ask you this: what determines the qualifications of someone to sit on that board?
That probably would be better answered by one of the chairs and their executive committee. But it's that uh, it is basically, I guess they do a vetting thing, or they ask you a couple of questions, or they see you at the you're
So
there
you just
and you
so
seem
actually
interested.
so am I reading you right? The actual qualifications, according to what I understand, is uh, then you must be a member of the Democrat or Republican Party, and be
or or
and
or
and be
okay,
uh, a member in standing, in good standing with the party. Is that correct?
right, and then it's determined by their executive committee. But also, see, there's a fifth member of the board, and that is what I say at large position, but it's like for the independent party or whatever party that's left. So it's kind of real. It should represent every uh, voting citizen of Spalding County.
And who
So
is
there are two Democrats,
who
two
holds that position now?
Ballard Brooks. He is our at-large or fifth member.
And who appoints him?
Well, specifically him, he was brought to the board by Helen Grayson, and that position had been vacated,
Hmm.
and so Helen Grayson brought. As far as I wasn't there.
I understand.
I wasn't there at that time. When I came back on the board this second go round, I met Mr. Brooks then. So it was my understanding that Helen brought his name before the board. The board voted, and he became the fifth member.
So it was the board that voted this person into that position. Is that correct?
Right. Well, Helen Grayson brought him and thought would fit and would be good to round out the board. I wasn't there. Okay, so you seeing with clear eyes. I mean, I wish the citizens would realize we're trying our best to act in their best interest.
Hmm.
And because we're not on the board, it takes us a while to get an understanding. And like you say, when your eyes become open to certain things, like, oh, when did, so, I really, I don't hold a position on the board other than a board member.
Hmm.
And or his committee recognize that, you
Hmm.
might be
So as
fit.
as long as you're an active member of either party, you're qualified to be a member of the election board, right?
Basically, yeah. I mean, we're voters. Just the standard things. I'm a registered voter.
Yeah.
I've been voting. I've been active, not just here, but when I was in, with the CWA, the union,
Hmm.
and so
Sure.
all those things, and ask other people they may know, maybe commissioners, city or county, about if they know this person. I don't know how they vet,
Hmm.
but I was willing to do that.
Hmm.
Yes, well, in my past business life, it would be a stipend. They call it something else, but yes, each board member, and that part, like you say, duties afterwards, yes, and some of those are bylaws, and those are some of the things, like I say, I would like to address and get some, they have schooling and stuff for other board members, and you kind of look at what they've done. Our bylaws are like from 2003, I think. Each board member, $100 per month, and and the board chair is $120 per month. Have met Ms. Ridley?
I've talked to her on several different occasions, and she seems
Okay.
to be a very nice, intelligent lady.
She does, doesn't she?
Yes, she is.
She's on top of her game because it's about the work and her work ethics and if she's doing her job. See, that to me is the bottom line.
Hmm.
Is Mrs. really doing her job? Are the clerks doing their job?
I think that sooner or later it'll get straightened out.
I do too. I mean, and this is not a political thing, and I don't know where this is going, Mr. Gilreath, but I've prayed about it. I've turned it over, and whatever comes of it, it is to be,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll deal with that. But I hope it doesn't, because this is my town. I love Griffin. I was born and raised. My family from here. I mean, I don't like seeing this. It's a lot of other stuff. To me, is more distressing in the news. Some things. I've been here all my life. I've seen things, and I've
No, you
seen.
haven't. Wait a minute. You haven't been here all your life.
No, I went away to school. But I was still, I was still on the voters list, I believe. Okay. But, you know. I mean, I was. It's disheartening to me. It really is, in that we're in a need to rush to judgment instead of following the process.
Sure.
And we do have a process. And
Well,
I mean, to me, the yelling and the assumptions and you can read anything into whatever you want into the newspaper.
well,
And the things.
with your permission, I'm going to use some of the things that you've said, and I think that you're right that this thing needs to be, as what's his name used to say on TV, it needs to be nipped in the bud now, and
Yes.
and go on about what is good for this county.
The business and because like I said, when we hired Mrs. Ridley, she was all about uh, uh, making sure that we were in line with the state and everything, because you can get in a lot of trouble uh, with an election that's not run correctly,
Mm-hmm. Sure,
And
you
so,
can.
in compliance, and I mean, she's all about compliance with what needs to be done, and so I'm, she's doing her job.
Well, I
And
think she'll be real good for this county.